been desperately waiting for this new major skin cream foundation and finishing powder duos from Patrick Ta, and of course the new brush. Comes in the same beautiful rose gold chrome mirror type of packaging, and I say mirror because you can literally see yourself through this packaging. So if you're outside and you don't have a mirror, this is not gonna let you down. This is $52, made in USA, and in here you're getting 0.32 of the cream and 0.14 of the powder. I love this little tapita that he includes in all of his products that comes with cream and powder. I think this is so important for you to keep them separately, because eventually if powder goes into your cream, the cream is gonna end up drying out. Same thing if it's all the way around, the cream is gonna end up fucking up your powder, and you don't want that. This is available in 24 shades, and I picked up the shade light medium to golden warm. It was a mission and a half for me to pick up this shade, so take your time, go back and forth. But I did notice that there's a lot of rosy undertones and barely neutrals. First, we're gonna be swatching the cream formula, and it feels really emollient and thin. That is that. Let's just swatch right here on the face. Formulation is very creamy. You definitely need powder. You have to set it. This is not one of those that is going to set, dry by itself. None of that. If you don't set it with powder, this is gonna move. It's not gonna last. It's gonna be a big mess. This shade is okay. I mean, I like it, but I'm not really loving it because I do see a lot of the golden, and it looks really warm. But I didn't have another choice. It was either this or olive or rose undertone. I'd rather this. And then the powder feels very velvety. It's supposed to be lighter than your skin tone because he only wants you to apply it on your T-zone and your forehead, your chin, your cheeks to highlight and brighten things up. This is pretty much translucent on my skin, and the formulation is really lightweight, like you can't really see it or feel it. But this is claiming that it's second skin in one swipe. It got transparent pigment and glow enhancing emollients that is going to minimize the look of pores and imperfections. This is supposed to give you that everyday for work, school, gym, traveling, errands, from Monday through Friday type of situation. For the weekends when you're lazy and you just want to stay home but you still want to put yourself together, because baby, antes muerta que sencilla. This is gonna be more like your go-to foundation. Put it in your purse, use it for touch-ups, which sounds right up my alley. I think this is gonna be something that I'm gonna be using a lot during the week. He also came out with a dual end complexion brush. This is $45. It's almost the same price of the foundation. The foundation is $52, so we're talking about $7 difference, and no. That doesn't make sense to me. The brush should have been like 30 something if you're gonna have the foundation for 52. Okay, and this is made in China. I hate this, and I know I can't be the only one. When you take these little plastics off and you can't put them back. Like, can you just please not do this? I'm like a freak when it comes to that. I like to keep my brushes in these little protectors, or I have my own, you know what I mean? But if it comes with it, like, why do you have to make it so small? You know, it's like them. You take it off, you can't put it back, you have to throw it away. No. It does feel so very soft, and the bristles are synthetic. It's vegan, gluten-free, and this is designed for the perfect application of both cream and powder. This side right here, it is the round dome foundation brush, and it's going to buff and blend creams into the skin. And this is the powder brush. It's going to apply setting powder with precision and control, and I do really like the shape of it. See how it's like pointy on top? This is the type of shapes that I like to use for my under eyes. I'm gonna start with the cream. So let me pick up a good amount. And this is supposed to be very blendable, medium buildable coverage, and natural finish. I felt that I picked up a lot of product, but it's not giving me that much on the skin. And that could be also the brush. So I'm going to be using another brush in this side so we can see if we have any difference when it comes to the coverage. No, I'm joking. You can see it already. This is with and without, and I'm liking the way that it's already perfecting my skin. See how much better this looks compared to this one? And this is fragrance free, so that's good. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more. Okay, Patrick, I guess I was talking shit when it comes to the shades because this is looking good. It is disappearing and melting into the skin on a way that you cannot tell that I'm wearing foundation. The only thing that you are gonna be able to notice is that this side looks a lot better than that one. I'm picking up a little bit more. Let's see if we can build it up and cover these little imperfections that I have right here. If you want more coverage, pat it in instead of buffing it out. That's what I'm gonna do. And yes, baby, it is giving medium coverage. Look at that. Of course, we still have to fix it and blend it a little bit better. But yes. Like, look at that. I don't even have to blend it on my neck like that because this shade ends up being spot on. And this is looking so good. Like, I'm actually impressed right now with the way this is looking. I mean, we still have to see how it wears, but wow. So far, so good. He's not lying when he's saying that this is second skin. This is for real your skin, but better. Like, this is a big deal right here, with and without. It got the perfect amount of luminosity. It's making the skin look healthy, dewy, fresh, natural. And the formulation, it's perfect. Like, it's creamy, but not too creamy. It doesn't feel makeup-y, heavy. It's super lightweight. You actually don't really feel it on the skin. And after you apply powder, you're golden. I thought it was gonna be like that super creamy emollient formulation that feels heavy and slippery, but not at all. Look how good it looks. And you don't even need a lot. For the other side, I'm gonna be using my Bobbi Brown Full Coverage Foundation brush. And now this is mine, for me only. I'm not gonna use it on no customers. So I'm gonna do what I did with the other brush. I'm gonna just dip it in here. And I'm gonna be applying that amount. But if you're gonna be using this in somebody else's face, customers or whatever, get like a little spoolie, scrape a little bit off, or just dab it in their face. Don't do what I just did right now. Don't dig your brush in there if it's not just for your face. Okay, so you are all up in my grill. And now look at this magic. You see all the redness in my pores right now? Boy, they're on fire. They're asking for help. Look at this. See that coverage? It got coverage. It's not sheer. Trust me when I tell you that. And this, it's giving me a little bit more coverage of the first pass. Do like the application that both of these brushes gave me. No, this is not a must-have. You don't need this brush. You can just apply the foundation with any of the brush that you have at home. But I do really like this brush. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's giving you sheer coverage, something light. It's actually really good if you're gonna use it for touch-ups, and at the same time, it also did give you coverage. You see how this one gave me more coverage of rib? With this one, you could do a couple of things at once. You can maneuver, like depending on how you're feeling. Now let's just apply concealer really quick so we can see what's up with the powder. Even though that he's recommended to use the powder only on the T-zone, I am going to use it for my under eyes. Because first of all, I want to see how it looks. And second of all, when I swatched it on my face, I did like the color. So I'm going to be picking up a little bit of the powder. I have about that much. Let me make sure that we don't have no creasing. See? It's looking good on the under eyes. I'm also gonna apply a little bit right here on top of my pores. Just pressing it in. The powder is giving this beautiful soft focus blurring effect. This is with and without. And it's already filling up my under eyes. See how you don't see the dip in here that much? Lower my lights and I brought you all the way in so you can see how the skin is looking before I apply the rest of the products. This foundation is looking so smooth and pretty. Oh my God, I have to blend this right here. This better looks good at the end of the day because right now my skin, it's giving. I love the way it looks. I'm gonna go finish on my complexion. I'm gonna be applying the powder on my T-zone. my forehead, chin, and in this area right here. And you already know how this goes. We have a couple of things to do today. Of course, you're coming with me. We're gonna be doing check-ins throughout the day, and I better see you right here at the end of the day so I can give you my final thoughts. Mwah. Alright babe, so it's the next day, it's 11 in the morning, and I'm gonna start by saying that my makeup is looking flawless. In this under eye, I'm wearing the new powder from Patrick Ta, and then in this one, I'm wearing the one from Christian Louboutin, the new one. They're not exactly the same, but when it comes to the thickness, the velvetyness, they're right there with each other, so I want to see how both of them wear at the end of the day. But besides that, my skin, it's giving everything that it's supposed to give. Look at those pores, babe. And the luminosity that you see right there, it is coming from the foundation, but my face is not feeling sticky, tacky, nothing at all. It is completely set. I did set all around because the foundation comes with a powder. It is meant for you to apply the cream and then the powder right away. You have them together. So there's no reason why I'm going to be wearing this without powder. Now it's 2:30. I already had it on for a little over 2 hours. The sun is too strong. I can't even open my eyes. But this is how it looks outside in natural lighting. It's 4 in the afternoon. I already had it on for 5 hours, and my skin is looking the same way it looked when I first glam. Nowhere. Look how velvety and smooth my skin is looking, and I really love the way it looks right here on the pore area. It's nice and blurred in. It is 89 degrees outside, and even when I go outside, the foundation is staying in place. It's not feeling like it's melting away. It looks nice and shiny. It feels hydrated, and I'm obsessed with how movable it is because it feels so comfortable on the skin. 7:03 p.m. We still looking the same, beautiful, flawless. Just look at that skin, babe. Like, what? Look at that. I haven't lost any coverage, and the foundation is in place. I have everything where it's supposed to be at, and look at my pores. I love it. Okay, so I'm at Ulta. It is 8:44, about to be 9. I already had it on for 10 hours. I am wearing a mask, and look how little it transfers. Nothing. This is where we at. I love how this foundation feels on the skin. It's 10 at night. I just got home. I'm missing an earring. I took it off because my ear hurts. I'm about to go upstairs and give you my final thoughts. So right now, my natural oils are coming through, but it's not feeling greasy or oily at all. It's just a little bit more shiny than before. All right, babes, I'm back. It's been a long ass day. It is 12:58. About to be 1 in the morning. We already had this on for 14 hours, and we're looking like this. This foundation is gonna look flawless with a soft matte finish without being dry or cakey for 8 hours the most. So the 8 hours, your natural oils are gonna start peeking through, like on me right now. Things are gonna get a little shinier, but without feeling oily, and that's very important to me because I don't like to feel greasy. Besides the shininess right here on my cheeks, my T-zone, let me tell you that everything else is looking good. I do want you to have in mind that this is not claiming to be super long lasting. This is more on the natural side. I went overboard. I left the house early and I had it on for a very long time. And even though I'm actually impressed with the way it looks, and especially with the way it feels, it's not feeling nasty. I'm not grossed out by it. I don't want to run to the bathroom and take it off. Not at all. But this is not something that I'm recommending you as a heavy duty foundation that is going to last you all day and all night. No, if that's what you're looking for, I do have other foundations that they last a lot longer than this one. Foundation is amazing. Look how my skin still looks. It looks healthy, plumpy, juicy, alive. I have everything on my forehead, my cheeks, my chin. I even have basically all the foundation on my nose. Look at that. I still got my bronzer and my blush going on. It's glowy, but it's not transferring. Like you see when I touch it, you don't see like grease and oil on my finger at all. I brought you all the way in and I lowered my lights. this is a foundation that looks and feels more natural as the day goes by, if that makes any sense. And it's actually your skin but better, because my skin won't be looking as good if I wasn't wearing this foundation right now after so many hours. Let's be honest. I mean, I love my skin, but you get the point. This is making my skin look so smooth, and even though it's glowing, I'm loving it, to be honest with you, because the glow, it is so natural. It got no sparkles, no glitter, none of that. So it's not emphasizing texture at all. It's not settling my smile lines. No lines. Look at that. At all. It's not sitting on dry patches. I have one right here on the side of my mouth. This is not gonna sit on acne scars. Look at skin. And it looks good all the way around. The best part is like shiny bitch wear. We have a powder right here, right next to the foundation. I wanted to touch up so bad, but obviously I needed to wait for you guys to do it together. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the powder and look at the magic. See that glow? It immediately makes the skin look better. Look at that. This is a foundation 14 hours after with the powder, just with a little bit of touch up. And this is the foundation 14 hours after with no powder. My skin looks like if nothing happened. Like if I just put it on. And then look how beautifully it blurs out my pore area. See that? Look now. There. I just love the way it prefers the skin. Stunning. And I totally agree with the claims. This is definitely second skin, and it's perfection for every day. I forgot to show you before, but I also like the powder on the under eye. I only have it in this one, but see how good it looks. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more and let's just reapply. Look. This doesn't look like skin or under eyes that been struggling for 14 hours, 15 right now. Not at all. I forgot to show you, and I actually think that this is cute, that when it comes to his packaging, see, the foundation is this one. It's a lot bigger than the bronzer, and then the bronzer, it's bigger than his blushes. Just with a little touch, you can know which one it's which one. After you fix your face with a little bit of powder, because you don't even need a lot. Now you can just go ahead and reapply your bronzer. This one is also from Patrick Ta. And to be honest with you, boo-boo, you are going to look brand new. Then now I'm going to be applying a little bit of his blush. This one is She's So LA, and I'm only using the powders. Look how everything is blending beautifully on top of this complexion. No skipping, no patching. It looks like fresh makeup. Love how brightening the powder is, so you can also use it for baking. I'm going to be picking it up with this little puff. You can also use a beauty sponge. And boom. You do have to pick up a good amount. But look. This is just so convenient. You have no clue. This held up all day like a champ outside in the heat. This is just something that I already see quickly becoming a go-to for a lot of people. I'm obsessed with the cream formulation, just like the blushes, the bronzer, and the other cream products that we already tried from him. They have the perfect amount of creaminess. They're creamy, but not too creamy, to the point that it's slippery, it's not heavy, it's not thick, and it blends chef kiss like butter. The consistency, it's lightweight, it melts into the skin. Powder formulation, it's super creamy and velvety. That's the perfect definition of it. It doesn't matter how much you apply, it's not gonna get cakey. And I also really enjoy the coverage, the fact that you can just correct your skin, boom, 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 with a little bit of product and have a nice sheer base, or you can also build it up to a medium coverage. It's everything to me. And this is so travel friendly. All you need is right here. It's gonna save you so much time and space. If you made it to the end of the video, comment down below the keyword flawless so I know that you made it to this point. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section down below what do you think about these products. Do you like it? You don't like it? And I love you to the moon and back. Mwah! See you on the next one.